Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Tal, and today I am not wearing my usual gubbins and the gadgets and the bits and the pieces. And my forehead is, oh shit, is very spacious. Today we talk soft kit. Soft kit being, for those of you who do not know the expression, being clothing, accessories, bling, all that stuff. There was a comment left by, I believe, Cinder Psycho on one of my previous video asking about how I do my stuff, because apparently that's interesting. I don't know. And so I thought, how about, let's make a video about it. Before I get into the, bits and pieces and gubbins, two things to remember. First one being, this video is about soft kit specifically. I have to go through the armor, give it a good clean. So because it's been in storage for like year and a half almost, which must have done terrible things to it. And second, which is important, my go-to LARP isn't a fest type LARP, which means isn't played in a field. So I do not have to deal with the camping gear. No tents, no kitchenware, no nothing, none of that stuff. So if you are hoping for advice on camping stuff, I am definitely not the person to ask. I will leave a few links in the description of people who know about this stuff way more than I do, so that if you're out there for those, if you need that information, you can find it. I am not the person to ask. With that said, let's get into the thing. How about I show you the stuff instead of talking about it? So, the way I think equipment is in two sort of segments. One is the core pieces of, in this case, the soft kit, and you can apply this method to both soft and hard kit. Spoiler, this is the hard kit I mentioned earlier in the video. It's a mixed bag of stuff, and it's been in storage for a while, so we are not going to look at you, because God, you're sorry. But, so, this is the core of the kit, and it's basically the items that you cannot do without. So in this case is a doublet that I bought from an Italian reenactor a few months ago, and I am very proud of, because I lucked out on size. Plus, it's the one that you see me wearing in most of the videos. A pair of pants, trousers, in this case is hosen, I think. In Italian they're called, I believe, calzabracche. And they are extremely comfortable. I would have never thunk before trying them out. They were bought from Mythalon, I believe. I'm not sure if they're still sold, but the sort of the logic for my character is that, yes, he is a minor noble, so he has to have some taste in clothing, but he also is a fighter, and so hosen are surprisingly comfortable, especially when it's hot as gonads. And if you're not the modest type, you can just tie the legs off and go gallivanting about the place like you were a The Witcher peasant, which is always nice. And then belt pouches. Now, belt pouches, I think, are fundamental for LARP, because they are a very comfortable way to storage your nonsense. Keys, phone, money, in-game money, papers, you name it. For my current character, I am using the blue one, which is made, I believe, by Laboratorio di Leonardo. I will leave a link in the description. They make, as you can tell, very blue and very amazing stuff. While the pouch to the right, the brown one, is, I believe, Epic Armories, and it's the one I use in my everyday life. They are extremely comfortable, very handy to carry a surprising amount of stuff. I have been using this one for like 3 years, almost day in, day out, and it hasn't given much of a crap. And all this nonsense, all the stuff goes there, in that weird bin of chaos. So this is the core, and in a second I will show you the extras. Okay, so this is first part of the accessories. I have a few other hats that I prefer to show you on my noggin because it's less crap than flat on a bed, and I also don't have a mannequin, so there you go. Now, as I said, the accessories are everything that is extra, that isn't core, and they can basically be anything, as you can tell. I have a hood from Epic Armory. I'm not sure this one is still in commerce. I will check. I have the chain that you have seen in the videos, and it is amazing. Sadly, it didn't have anything contrasting enough to put underneath to show you the color. This was made by Stirpe, and they ship worldwide, and I will leave you a link because their stuff is amazing. A whole smattering of necklaces made by friends of mine, very dear friends. Some, as you can tell, they follow the colors. Some are different, but they all have a small history, small bit of lore related to my character. And I think this is what really sells a character when you meet them. Then these two pitch black patches of darkness are gloves. They are Candor gloves by Mythalon. Bought them in, I don't know, 2018 or something. Really nice gloves. This is the smallest size they have, and my hands are not really big, and they are quite large. So remember that Mythalon tends to have quite large sizes. More necklaces from Mythalon. These ones are heavily inspired by Norse mythology because our setting of play has some very heavy Norse elements, and then the spurs, and they jingle, jangle, jingle. Look at that. I bought these from Vehi Mercatus, and they have a whole host of crap that you can lose yourself into, and it's amazing. It's called the medieval haberdashery for a reason. Now, this is not necessary, but the more you add and the more you weave all this nonsense together, the more engaging, the more real your character feels. And now, as a last thing, I'll show you the hats. So, this is the first of the two hats. This is the hat that you have seen me wearing for the past few months now. It's made of two pieces. The first is a hat by Mythalon, a cap by Mythalon, of which I don't remember the name. I think it's the Armin. I will check. The coif is by Bergschneider, and I bought for the Bergschneider challenge, of which I will make a video soon, but I am sure you already know it. And then the bits and the pieces are these two are by Mythalon, and the lady here is by Vehi Mercatus too, same as the Spurs. And this is my war hat. This is the hat that I wear when I fight because it doesn't obstruct my vision as much as the other one that you will see in a minute. And it has Warhammer like purity seals because my character is a cleric of the life goddess, who is the mother of everything and everybody, and so needs the proper respect. This is the snaz hat, the hat for formal occasion. It isn't as decorated as the other one, but the cut is really cool. It's by Mythalon, is inspired by, he says, putting the thing wrong, um, by one of the many uses of the hood that we see in many medieval saws, and also that will then evolve into the so-called chaperon. I think it's a French word. Maybe not. But this isn't like this isn't historical. This is inspired by historical pieces, and it's itchy. I'm not going to use this in combat because it is very hot, and the pillowcase here will hinder my side vision and make everything absolutely horrible. Not to mention that this whole business doesn't really gel with the beather that heavily needs repainting because 2020 has been a thing. And this is it, really. Also, I don't know if you can see it, the little sun pin here is from Vehi Mercatus too. And one other reason to wear hats is because, balding is a thing. And this is it. Most of that stuff you don't need to enjoy LARP. But as I said earlier, it adds depth, it adds dimensions, it adds shit to tell when people ask you, who are you, what are you doing, where are you going, what are you doing in life. You have stories to tell, you have material to make the world feel real. And this is really the logic behind much of my character building. Although you don't have to go to this length, you can. And both doing so and not doing so are perfectly syllables English words. Fine, as long as you have fun and you don't bash on other people's fun. Hope you liked it. See you soon.